All right, well, we are getting you ready for Thanksgiving next week here with our live Food City Thanksgiving show, and we are so excited. We've got Chef Jimmie Jones here with us. It's always tradition when we have Chef JJ back here in the Food City kitchen, and you're kind of giving us some ideas to help us out with certain parts of the feast.
Yeah, really talk a lot about how we can save you some time, and we can give you back some time to spend with your family and Thanksgiving by letting us do some catering for you. And that just doesn't mean come to your house and cater, but let us do some stuff that you can take home and use. What would Thanksgiving be without a good old-fashioned pumpkin roll? You don't have to make those. They're a pain to make if you've made them before.
They're so hard, right?
Yeah, take a little skill, takes a lot of time. So, we've got some fantastic options for that. Pumpkin rolls, and we've got all sorts of flavors if you don't like pumpkin, chocolate and strawberries. We got different kinds, but big old cream cheese filling, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
In the food service and bakery area, we have the sweet goods, and they usually have some real nice tables built, and when you walk in, they've got all that Thanksgiving festive, different kind of cookies and cupcakes for the kids and all that, so we've got it all.
Yeah, I saw that downstairs when I came in, that huge display, and everything, of course, is pumpkin, and you've got pumpkin in multiple different ways.
Yeah, and what would it be, a Thanksgiving be without a pumpkin pie? And of course, we carry the pumpkin pies there in the food service department. It's really high quality pumpkin pies, has just the right amount of spice in it. Not too much, but just enough to know it's there. And then, of course, pecan pies. And we've got two different kinds of pecan pies. We got our standard pecan pie, which is super delicious. And then we've got the upgrade pecan pie that weighs about twice as much. It has a whole lot more pecans. It's a Priester's pecan pie. We put a label on it because it's made from a real gourmet factory. And if you bought those Priester's pies online, you'd pay almost $30 to have them shipped to your house. And of course, we're way cheaper than $30 on that. So, you can pick those up right there at the store in the food service department. And if you've ever had that particular pie, you haven't had a good enough pecan pie until you've had that one.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
And one of the things, I think pecan pie is a little bit intimidating when it comes to, I can make some desserts, but that one always makes me nervous. And you can always tell because when you're looking at the pie, you can see those big pecans on the top.
Yeah, really what's big for us, when we're looking at pecan pies, is to have the whole pecans on top, not the pieces or the parts and little chunks. Whole pecans. And, the good thing about that Priester's pie is they're a pecan company that grow them. They use only the best pecans that they get to make those pies. And seriously, it's more of a handmade pie than people think. Their factory, they're like grandmas in the kitchen.
Really?
And they're really got a little press, and they're pressing homemade dough. Absolutely delicious.
I love it.
So it's pretty phenomenal.
And we'll show this one more time. Now this is the other one that you can get just right there in the bakery.
Yeah, it is fantastic quality. I always talk up the Preachers because I'm a big fan. I'm a fat boy. I like pie.
I like pie as well. Yes. Yeah. And then you have all the party trays. You've got the charcuterie boards that they can order.
Yeah, absolutely. You can get cheese trays. You can get any kind of party tray, and let us do that for you. Fruit, vegetables. This is a chicken salad croissant. We've got any kind you can think of. Just talk to your food service manager, and they'll lead you in the right direction.
And there's lots of them already pre-made if you just need to kind of grab and go. You missed a couple things.
Absolutely. Don't cut up that cheese and ham. Let them slice it on the slicer, roll it up, and put it on the tray for you.
Goodness, that sounds wonderful. And then you can keep your guests happy while you're working on the other stuff for your
Absolutely, and spending time with your family, which is what we're there to do.
That's what it's all about, right?
That's exactly right.
All right, Chef JJ, always great ideas. When we come back, he's going to be showing us some of the sides, some of the other shortcuts that we can do to make sure our family feast is perfect.
When you're sitting down to the Thanksgiving Day dinner table, you've got to have some beautiful things on that table to kind of set that food off. And I'm joined by Missy Yates from the floral department here at Food City. And Missy, you got all kinds of flowers, all kinds of floral, all kinds of great things in the floral department to make the holidays a little more beautiful, right?
We sure do. We do centerpieces, as you can see.
Oh, yeah.
We can do them with or without candles. We have gift items. We can do a larger scale down to a smaller scale of
Right.
arrangements, whether it be a hostess gift or for your own dinner table.
Well, let's kind of break it down a little bit. Let's start down here with this
Mm-hmm.
this beautiful big arrangement right here. Got it in a milk can.
Yep.
Looks fantastic. It just speaks to elegance. It
Yes.
just looks beautiful.
Yes, it's got an assortment in it. It's got all the bright colors for Thanksgiving. You've got lilies, you've got sunflowers, liatris, you've got a little bit of everything.
And the experts at your local Food City and their floral department are experts. I mean, they truly
They are.
They're artisans.
They are.
really put together some beautiful, beautiful arrangements.
Yes, they're very talented. I'm very blessed.
And let's talk right down here. This looks like a pumpkin. Got the gift down here. Got the fall colors. You can do something like that as well. Doesn't
Yeah.
use a whole lot of real flowers, but it's still gorgeous. It would
Absolutely.
set off anything in your home.
That inside or out. You
Or
could put
out,
it, You
yes.
could put it on your steps or as your guests come in, or on a centerpiece for a table, ever how you would like to do.
And you know, when I come in and I'm buying flowers for my wife, you know, I go through there and it amazes me all the time, the different types of flowers. Y'all just keep those fresh flowers coming in daily, don't you?
Yes, we are very fresh.
Yeah.
We get our deliveries and we process in the store as they arrive, and we keep those in our arrangements. We do them up and keep them on hand for our customers, for call-in orders or walk-in orders or whatever.
And you were mentioning the small arrangements.
Mm-hmm.
It's something like this. I mean, just something small, but very elegant. I mean, that would really, if you're having dinner for two, this would be beautiful setting on
Absolutely.
the table between you. That
Sure
is-
would.
I do like this with the candle. I mean, that really speaks to the center part of the table. It just would set all of that turkey and everything it's setting around it all.
More of a traditional
Right.
type of setting, yes, sir.
And let's step down here. You talk about gifts. Because
Yes.
y'all do have a lot of gifts over there in the floral department.
We do, and we can do up a gift box like this as a hostess gift again. And you've got your candle warmer along with some of the Swan Creek drizzle melts that we sell down there, with the fantastic scents of the holidays,
Yeah.
of your choice.
Oh,
We can
man,
do those
that
up.
would really warm up your home. With
Sure
all
would.
those all that beautiful aroma coming through, and oh man, mixing with that turkey and everything that's baking,
Absolutely.
it would make it a great memory. A great
People
memory.
will be
And that's
looking
part
for
of what
that.
you all do. You make memories for folks.
We sure do. We try our best to do whatever the customer needs.
You have engraving, you have balloons, you have flowers, anything that you can think of if you're wanting to give someone or make someone's event more beautiful.
Absolutely.
You have it there.
Yeah, we do.
And folks, and that's the great thing. I've come in before and said, I want this. I want something custom for a bouquet or something like that. You're more than happy to help.
Absolutely. We do walk-in orders. We also have the DoorDash
Right.
that we do now. So, it can be delivered directly to your home.
All right. Missy Yates, thank you so much for taking
Thank you for having me.
everything going on over there. The floral department. If you're needing something beautiful this holiday season, go by your local Food City and check out the floral department. We'll be back with more of our Thanksgiving special coming up. All right, welcome back to our live Thanksgiving Day special at Food City here on State of Franklin Road in Johnson City. And we're joined right now by Travis Jones. And Travis, you know, we're talking about sides, we're talking about all those great things that make a Thanksgiving meal complete. And y'all have all of that in your produce department here at Food City.
We sure do. What I like best is we make it easy for you,
Right.
especially the stuffing mix.
Oh, the
Do
shortcuts.
you know how long it would take me in the kitchen? And look how perfectly, how do you get the perfect dice right there?
Yeah.
It's like everything is cut so well.
Well, we got some good commercial machines back there that dice it up real
Saves
quick.
us time. And we were just saying, it smells like Thanksgiving. When you get
Yep.
the celery and
And
the
the
onion
onions,
going,
yep.
it's like, yep, we're in the kitchen, we're making the good stuff. You got your dressing right here and all the hard work
Right.
done for us.
And you got the Holy Trinity over here. You got
Yep.
the carrots, you got the carrots, onions, and celery. You got all those different shortcuts for a lot of different ways. I mean, I've saw some back there with Brussels sprouts in them. I've saw them with other vegetables. You got different shortcuts for every occasion, really.
We even got oven ready in an aluminum pan, so all you got to do
Oh,
is stick it
man.
in the oven. So
And the
That's fantastic.
seasoning, if
Yeah.
you're not sure exactly how to season, you've got all the different
All the different-
squash with the
Mm-hmm.
perfect, ready to go.
Yellow squash and zucchini together. I love that for the grill. Y'all are your slogan is you're picky about produce, and you really are, aren't you?
yes, sir. Picky about produce. Our guys come in every morning and call the department, make sure it's the freshest product possible.
Love that. I love that. And you've also got these. I mean, these, you know, we're talking about shortcuts. You've also got these trays all ready to go with vegetables and fruit. You know, you got to set something out that everybody can kind of pick on and graze on before the main meal.
Yeah, before that football game too.
That's
Right?
exactly right. Exactly right.
And
Some
then over
healthy
here,
options.
we were talking too about it's always nice to bring a little hostess gift for
Right.
those when you're going. And you have these already made baskets that I think are lovely.
We've got them already made, so it's easy, but don't think we can't do anything different. You know, if you got a special candy your grandma likes or grandpa, we're happy to take care of it for you.
But this is everything you need. Speaking of the grazing and the football game,
Yeah.
Chris, I'm seeing, you know, you've got the crackers and the sausage
cheese
over
and
here with some
sausage, yep.
cheese. So they can just go ahead and open that up and lay it out for
That's
the
right,
guests.
absolutely.
And it can be any size basket. Someone could come in and get a small basket and do a custom job on it all the way up to our larger basket
Yep.
as well.
It goes anywhere from $10 to, I've done them as high as 100.
Really?
Yeah.
So you can take care of those. And I was going to point out something. You know, the holidays for me, when I was a kid growing up, it started with my mom making a trip to the store to get fruit cakes,
Right.
to get the ingredients for fruit cakes and all of her baking that she was going to do. And y'all have that set up for folks as well as want to do their own at-home baking. You've got those fruit cake fruits.
And we've got it in our stores in the produce department.
So-
Anything you need to make a fruit cake.
I love that. That brings back a lot of memories for me.
So Travis, what's it like back there in the produce department as we get closer and closer to Thanksgiving and people are looking for all of these different shortcuts?
Well, I call it our Super Bowl. It's really exciting.
Nice.
Getting ready for the holidays. It's our favorite time of year. Everybody's really excited and just looking forward to serving our customers.
And the produce department, I
Yeah.
think, is one of the prettiest
It is.
departments. It's
Love
so
it.
Laid out really
colorful
well.
and
Yes.
fresh, and you've got the signs up there so you can meet some of the farmers that are locally that you're working with.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm going to point it out really quick because you said it out there, pomegranates. I think it's one of the most difficult things in the world to break down, but you all take care of that too. You got a shortcut for pomegranates as well.
Same price if you don't want to have to cut it and mess with it. So you can just get the spoon out and start eating.
Love that. And pomegranate juice too. So,
Very
yes.
good for us as well. Travis, thank you so much for joining us. Some great ideas
Yes.
as we look for these shortcuts right there in our produce department. You've got the picked vegetables too. We can go in and pick them out for the week and we're set and ready to go, aren't we?
Yes, ma'am.
Travis, we appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you.
Great things going on in the produce department
Great
at your
seeing you
local
again.
Food City. Today, your donation to the Salvation Army will go a little further because it's Red Kettle Match Day. Mitch Cox Companies will match all donations made to the Salvation Army Red Kettle campaign up to $10,000. All money raised in the Red Kettle stays in the community in which it was collected. And here to tell us more about the need and how you can help is the Salvation Army's Captain Benny Carringer. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Yes. Earlier this week, we're out there shopping for kids, for the Angel Tree. Let's talk Red Kettle today.
Yeah, let's switch gears a little bit.
A little bit, yes.
Just a tad.
Still helping the community, though. This Red Kettle campaign and having a match of $10,000 for Mitch Cox is a big deal, isn't it?
It is a very big deal, especially when you think of the need that is growing in our community.
Mm-hmm.
$200,000 is our overall Red Kettle goal this year for the Johnson City area.
Right.
Only 31 days to raise that money. So $10,000 match on day one.
Right.
is going to be a great deal. We have 7 locations that are participating, so you can stop by the mall, and Hobby Lobby is where our bell ringers will be, and drop in those donations. Help us reach that $10,000 because you're really doubling your money. So
Oh, yeah.
$1 is 2, 5 is
Oh,
10.
wow. That's
So-
a great way to think about it. When you walk up to that red kettle, if you're throwing a $5 in there, that's actually you're throwing a 10 in there.
Yes, sir.
Whatever you put in there being doubled immediately. I love that.
Immediately. And
Yes.
it's exciting because for a lot of our individuals, they want to get out and they want to give early. So here's your chance to make a huge impact starting off the Red Kettle campaign.
And you know, we mentioned that earlier, but the Salvation Army is such a worthy nonprofit to give to because everything raised here stays here.
Everything raised in the Red Kettle stays here so that we
Right.
can provide those essential services of utility assistance, rental assistance, our Red Shield shelter, our feeding that we do for our neighbors in homelessness, and our outreach that we do all throughout the year.
Right.
This is going to allow us to invest even in more people this coming year.
And you know, we talk about the community and the community of businesses like Mitch Cox Companies. Those are really great partnerships for the Salvation Army. It's important to have those partnerships.
Partnerships is the key to success.
Right.
Because when you think of wanting to invest and you have businesses who are on board and they're showing they have their trust in the Salvation Army and they're willing to invest, then others can jump on board. And so if you're one of those businesses say, you know what, I want to do what Mitch Cox is doing.
Yeah.
Feel free to give us a call at 423-926-2101 and we'll get you signed up for one of those match days and we can highlight you as well.
Looking to help about 1,500 people here with this money during the Christmas season.
Yeah, 1,500 angels is what we
Yeah,
have, and so
yeah.
this money will also help us throughout the year. Although a lot of people say Christmas is the busiest season, the need
right.
does not stop on December 31st. It picks right back
365
up
days a
January,
year.
and so this will help us carry all the way through to next year.
All right, Captain Benny Carriger, thank you for all and everything that Salvation Army is doing locally. Folks, today it's Kettle Match Friday. Everything will match. Mitch Cox Companies will match up to $10,000. If you would like to get involved, you'd like to make a donation, find out more, please scan that QR code that we have up on the screen right now.
Well, take a look at our great-looking crowd this morning. As we said, we have a full house, and we are loving it here, live at Food City in Johnson City. Always fun to do our Thanksgiving show,
Oh,
and we
yeah.
love it when everybody comes and has some fun with us.
There are some smiling faces back there
Yeah.
today. Some of them are regulars. We have a lot of first-timers here
Yes,
today, which I'm really
absolutely.
happy about. Yeah.
And we've even got some folks that have recently moved to the area,
Yes.
enjoying the show and enjoying our community and giving back, and we are certainly blessed to live where we live.
And we got Jason with us once again here talking about giving back to the community, something that Food City excels at.
Yeah, it's something that everybody who works for our company, it's pretty near and dear to our hearts, is taking care of our communities. And right now, we've got a lot going on around helping out in the community, starting with our Race Against Hunger. We do that every year, and it runs through the end of November, through the 29th. And the way that works is our customers can come in and they can donate at the register in any denomination that they would like. And those proceeds stay in the area that you donate in. So if you donate here at my store in Johnson City, all that money is going to stay right here in Johnson City and help your friends and neighbors.
Yeah.
And we've got a couple other donation drives going right now as well. We've got our Friends and Pets in Need. So the way that works is our customers can purchase a $15 food bag either for the pets in need or for the friends in need. And we'll gather all of that product, and once the drive is over, we deliver those to our local food banks and animal shelters and things of that nature. And one last thing, I think, that we're doing is our annual Johnny Berry toy drive.
Right.
And that's actually, we've been doing that for I think about 19 years
Yeah,
now.
many years.
And you can bring in your toy donations, and those toys will go to kids who might not otherwise get anything.
And
So-
that is wonderful. I know so many organizations rely on those donations, and I saw the bin right when we came in this morning, and of course till December 3rd, people can drop off that unwrapped toy.
Yeah, at any at any Food City location here in the area, they can drop off that unused toy. And I'm actually fortunate this year we're gathering all those toys and putting it here at this location this year. So I'm really excited to be able to be a part of that. But we couldn't do any of that stuff. Without our company's support,
Right.
but certainly without our loyal customers, the thousands upon thousands of people who help in the Tri-Cities, and our associates as well. That's the driving force behind everything we do.
You love to sell groceries. You love to sell things to folks, but it's great when you can take and give back to the community. And we've seen that time and time again with Food City. When natural disasters have happened, Food City steps up.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's one of the great things about working for this company is that they are such a big part in the communities they work in. And it all boils down to if you're gonna do business in a community, help your community.
Right.
Yeah,
Right?
so important.
Yeah.
And next week, Chris and I will be helping out too. We'll be right there bagging groceries for the United Way that you guys do every year.
Yeah,
And That's
absolutely.
always fun.
Absolutely, that's one of the wonderful ones, and I forgot that one.
Chris and I get a little nervous when that rolls around.
6
you
years
know?
now doing this, no broken eggs, no crushed bread. I hope they keep that streak
Yeah,
intact.
no
So-
broken eggs.
We'll be
No.
keeping an eye
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, I know. But that's something that I know you really look forward to having the community in and helping out and then giving back to the United Way, which of course helps so many organizations.
Yeah, it really does, and to have all of the folks from the community celebrities come in and help with that drive for the United Way, and it's a really fun day. You guys know, you guys
Yeah,
do it
we have
every
a
year.
good
It's a really
time.
fun day. Customers love it, and it's such a big help with the United Way too, and they do so much good stuff for so many people.
Yeah.
And as you know, you're my boss, the boss to my son. He gives Cooper, my youngest, works here. He gives me tips on bagging groceries every year.
Well, he is a little better at it than you are, Chris.
Well, he's had more practice.
All right, well, certainly a lot going on. We're going to give everybody the website. If you would like more information on how you can help the community by helping Food City, you can go to foodcity.com. We're going to take a break. We're back with more of Daytime Tri-Cities live from Food City coming up in just a bit.
Welcome back to our live Thanksgiving Day special here at Food City on State of Franklin Road in Johnson City. Right now I'm joined once again by Executive Chef JJ here for Food City. JJ, you got some great stuff going on when it comes to these already complete meals.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we talked about making time for family. Let me tell you how to make time for family. Let us make your turkey dinner
Exactly.
for you. I mean, we do it cold and we can do it hot. You know, we're one of the few companies out there that still do hot dinners. You know, it's very limited because there's only so many we can do an hour.
Right.
And get it to you hot and get it out to your car and let you take it home and do it on Thanksgiving Day. But we do them cold, and that really, you can take it home, pick it up 2 or 3 days before.
Yes.
And then you can heat it up, and it saves you a whole lot of time.
And you've got those heating instructions right there with them.
Absolutely.
Yes.
On the product, inside the containers, a box, your turkey dinner will come in when it's cold, and you just got a one-stop shop box. Take it in your house, unload it in your fridge, and all you got to do is just heat it up.
Yeah.
And then you got to go, whew, and everybody walks in.
And you just pretend you
That's
cook
right.
it all day.
Absolutely.
I love that. I love that. But it starts, you know, everything starts with the turkey, and you just mentioned that. But
Yeah.
y'all have fantastic turkeys, butterballs. Turkeys are just all great meat.
They are. It's
Yeah.
we serve a butterball turkey there in the food service department, and you know it's parker. It's ready to go.
Yes.
It's in a baking bag, so it cooks better and it seals in the juices. It keeps it nice and moist for you. Comes in a pan just like you see it. So like it actually comes ready
Just like
to go in your oven, and which is phenomenal.
All right.
And then same way with the dressing. And of course, all you got to do is get you a couple of pots or heat those up in the microwave. You get your green beans,
Got
mashed
green
potatoes, gravy,
beans.
fresh baked rolls.
And I was bragging to you earlier, okay?
yeah.
I make this. Other than homemade, these are the best mashed potatoes out there. I mean, they are fantastic. They're really good.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time. We got those big mixing bowls back there.
Yeah.
And so we can really do a big pile of mashed potatoes. I'll tell you that right now in our kitchen. And you know, this year we've done something a little bit different.
Right.
You know, we've added some upgrades, you know. So, you know, you see size throughout the store. You know, you go to meat or Baker Deli or go
Right.
to frozen. They've got, you know, 16 ounces, 10 ounces, 12 ounces. We've got these 2-pound sides that we're selling. And they're everything from sweet potato casserole, which is a staple, to you know, the broccoli au gratin, which is cheesy and delicious, you know, to apples and yams, and of course cream spinach. Of course, one of my favorites is scallop potatoes. It's a little different. It's real cheesy. It's moist. It's delicious. And you know, you can get those, and you can substitute these sides for an additional $5.
And get the upgraded sides.
Right, and it's 2 pounds. So it's a family size.
Right.
You don't
If
have
you got
to
a
buy
big family,
3 of them.
if you got a big family, this is the way to go.
Absolutely. And you know, really, the cream spinach is delicious. If you had cream spinach and you
Yes.
like it, it's the way to go. But again, these scallop potatoes are delicious. You can get these as an upgrade for $5. You can buy them in the store. If you just want to buy the sides and save you some time, you know, they're around $10 in your store. But
Yeah.
you know, again, it's 2 pounds.
And this one right here, this is something I've never seen before. It's candied yams with apples in there. And I've had that before, but I've never seen it packaged like this ready to go.
Yeah, you know, it's a little different, and I tell you, it's so delicious. And you know, it's just a take on yams. You know, you used to having the little yams, then you have your sweet potato casserole,
Right.
And this has the apples in it, so it's like a cross between fried apples mixed with
It's almost
your
a
yams.
dessert. It is,
It's
yeah.
very sweet. It's very delicious.
And of course, I love the fact too, green beans, corn, all those at the hot bar back there, you can find these things every day there, but especially around Thanksgiving, they're going to make more. There's going to be plenty. But you need to go by your local Food City if you're needing sides for your Thanksgiving meal or any meal.
Yeah, you can pick them up any time, take them home,
Yeah.
put them in the refrigerator. You know, if there's something specifically you like when you go to Food City, maybe you're a fan, like Brussels sprouts that we serve on the bar, you know, you don't want to cook them, you know, you got that great produce item, which is phenomenal in the pan and everything. You can pick up your Brussels sprouts, just heat them back up the day of. You know, same thing with anything on our hot bar that we serve.
Fresh rolls, great turkey, dressing, gravy, the whole 9 yards. JJ, got it covered here at Food City.
Absolutely we do.
Thanksgiving at Food City. I tell you what, go by your Bakery Deli, go by your local Food City, and check out all they have to offer this Thanksgiving season. And we'll be back with more.